first sentence here is Paris cum servo prope Troiam nunc habitat. So the subject is Paris. The verb is habitat, so Paris lives. Cum servo, that's cum plus ablative, meaning with. So with the slave. Servo being the ablative of servus. And then prope Troiam means near Troy. And nunc means now. So Paris now lives with the slave near Troy. Second sentence, in agris semper laborat. So in plus ablative, meaning in. Agris is the ablative plural of ager, meaning a field. Semper means always. And laborat means he or she works. So he always works, or he is always working in the fields. Then, olim Dei Minerva et Juno et Venus disputant. So olim means one day, or once. Dei means the goddesses. So it's nominative plural of Dea. So one day, the goddesses, Minerva and Juno and Venus, are arguing. So disputare is to argue. And it's third person plural because the subjects are the goddesses. Dei ad Paridem veniunt. The goddesses come to Paris. So Dei is the subject, veniunt is the verb, and then ad plus accusative, and the accusative is Paridem. That means towards or to. And quis inquiunt est pulcherrima. So quis means who. It's a question word. Inquiunt means they say. Est means is, and pulcherrima means the most beautiful. So who, they say, is the most beautiful. The adjective in Latin that means beautiful is pulcher, pulcra, pulcrum. And this is the form called the superlative, pulcherrima, in the feminine. And that means the most beautiful. And then they say iudex es. Es means you are. So remember, sum es est, sumus estis sunt. And then iudex is a judge. So you are the judge. And then Minerva sapientiam promittit. So the subject is Minerva. The verb is promittit, and promittere is to promise. And then sapientia is wisdom. And here it's in the accusative case because it's the object. So Minerva promises wisdom. Juno pecuniam et imperium promittit. So Juno is the subject. Juno promises money, pecuniam, accusative, and imperium. Now that is a second declension neuter noun like bellum, and here it is in the accusative, which looks the same as the nominative, and it means power. So you can't tell from how the word looks that it's accusative, because it's neuter and therefore its nominative and accusative forms are identical, but we know it's accusative because it's the object of the verb promittit. Then, Venus feminam pulcherrimam promittit. Venus is the subject, promises the most beautiful woman. So Venus promises the most beautiful woman. That's the object, feminam pulcherrimam. Paris venerem legit. So Paris is the subject, legit is the verb, which legere can mean to read, but it can also mean to choose. So Paris chooses Venus. Venerem is the accusative case of Venus. Then Venus paridem ad Graeciam ducit. So Venus leads, ducit. Paridem is the object, and then ad Graeciam means to Greece. So that's ad plus accusative, meaning to or towards. Then in Graecia, Paris Hellenam videt. So in plus ablative, in Greece, Paris sees Helen. So videt is the main verb, he sees, and Hellenam is the accusative of Helena because she's the object. And Helena in English is Helen. Helena femina pulcherrima est. Helen is the most beautiful woman. Or you could say, a very beautiful woman. Paris Helenam amat et Helena, Paris Helenam amat et Helena paridem amat. So Paris loves Helen. So Paris is nominative, Helen accusative, Helenam accusative, and amat is the verb. And then it's reversed because here Helena is nominative, paridem is accusative. And then amat is again the verb. So Paris loves Helen and Helen loves Paris. And then Paris Helenam a Graecia ducit. So Paris leads, that's ducit, ducere to lead, leads Helen, she's the object in the accusative case, out of Greece. So a plus ablative means out of. And you can tell that Graecia is ablative because it has a long A at the end. Graecia. And the next sentence, Troiam navigant. They sail to Troy. So Troy is a word which in the accusative case can mean to Troy, and navigant means they sail. Then, Graeci iratissimi sunt, et Troiam navigant. So the Greeks are, so sunt means they are, iratissimi, very angry. That's another superlative form. So the adjective iratus, irata, iratum, means angry. And iratissimus, or in this case iratissimi, because it's plural, means very angry. So the Greeks are very angry, and they sail, navigant, to Troy, Troian. And then the last sentence, bellum incipit. So bellum means war, and incipit means begins. So the war begins.